Hey bees, I'm Marie from Humblebee and Me, and welcome to the last formulation that I am sharing in 2021. Today we are making a gorgeous winter solstice cleansing cream. This formulation is a gentle facial cleanser that also doubles as a lotion because really it is a lotion. The emulsifier that brings together the oil and water phases in this formulation is also what gives it really lovely, gentle rinse off. This cleanser won't lather up when you work it between your hands, but it does feel like a cleanser or a hair conditioner. It's got a really nice, just rich, slippy feel, and it's a really lovely way to wash your face in the midst of the coldest, darkest, driest days of the year. As always, if you are looking for more information on this formulation, please make sure you are reading the full partner blog post linked in the description box below this video. There's just heaps of extra information in the post, information on substitutions, scaling, shelf life, links to other similar formulations, heaps of good stuff. But let's dive in. We'll begin by combining the ingredients for the heated oil phase in a beaker. You'll need 4 grams Olive M1000, and if you're looking for substitutions, please make sure you read the partner blog post. There's information on that there. 4 grams coco-caprylate, 10 grams sweet almond oil, 2.5 grams cetyl alcohol, and half a gram hydroxyethylcellulose. And to learn why I'm putting this water-soluble ingredient in the oil phase, please read the partner blog post. Our heated water phase is just 3 ingredients. In this beaker, I already have 22.1 grams distilled water. To that, I'll add 30 grams rose hydrosol and 25 grams vegetable glycerin. Before we move on to heating the phases, I'll weigh the water phase and note that weight so I can replace any water that's lost to evaporation during heating, making sure to note that the weight also includes the spatula. To heat everything through, I'll use a water bath. So this is a wide flat bottom saute pan with about 1 inch of water in the bottom of it. And I'll put both phases in the water and then put the pan on the stovetop over medium-low heat until everything has come to the same temperature. And do remember that the hydroxyethylcellulose in the oil phase won't melt. See you soon. Once the solid things in the oil phase have melted and both heated phases have come to the same temperature, you can remove the pan from the heat and your phases from the water bath. The first thing you will want to do is replace any water lost to evaporation during heating. So put the heated water phase back on the scale and use a bit of preheated distilled water to top it back up to that number that we wrote down earlier. Once that is done, pour the water phase into the oil phase and stir to combine. Up next, grab your immersion blender and blend for about 40 seconds to 1 minute, stopping halfway through to scrape down the sides of the beaker and make sure that everything is getting blended in thoroughly. After about a minute of blending with the immersion blender, you will want to switch to hand stirring, being fairly diligent at first until the emulsion has built up enough viscosity that it's not going to separate on you. Once the emulsion has thickened up to approximately the viscosity of unwhipped heavy cream, you can drizzle the spatula over the surface of the emulsion and see a little bit of a trace left behind. We can start stirring this a bit less frequently and set it aside so we can weigh out our cool down phase. Our cool down phase is just 3 ingredients. You'll need 1.5 grams of Optiphen Plus. This is our preservative, and if you would like to use a different preservative, please make sure you are checking out the full partner blog post. There's a link to an FAQ on the things to consider if you're planning on making a swap in that department. You'll need 0.3 grams of tocopherol or vitamin E, and to learn more about the type of vitamin E that we use in formulating, please look up tocopherol in the Humblebee and Me encyclopedia. And for scent, I'm using 0.1 grams of this pure honey fragrance oil from Brambleberry. This was a gift. I had originally intended to scent this formulation with a blend of lavender and cardamom essential oils, but Brambleberry included this fragrance oil in this year's influencer holiday gift, and I loved it so much that I had to use it instead. If you'd like details on the lavender cardamom blend, please make sure you read the partner blog post. If you love the scent of honey, I think you'll love this fragrance oil. I can't get over how much it smells like fresh, sweet honey. Once the emulsion has cooled to the point at which it's barely warm to the touch, we can combine our phases. To do this, I'm going to add a couple dollops of the emulsion to the little dish with our cool down phase. Grab a little wire whisk and whisk to combine. And once the cool down phase and emulsion mixture is completely uniform, you can transfer that back into the parent emulsion and stir thoroughly to combine. And with that done, all that's left is packaging. For packaging, I'm going to use this 100 milliliter screw top plastic jar from Humblebee. This was a gift. You do need to use some sort of a wide mouth jar or tub for this formulation. It is far too thick to work in a pump top bottle. All right, so a bit of a use demo. I'll start by removing my eye makeup. This is a bit of my super simple oil to milk cleanser on a cotton pad. Made pretty good work of that. Go grab some of our cleansing cream now. About that much is usually just fine. I'm wearing foundation today and brows, some blush. I don't think I put highlighter on today. A full face of makeup, but not a very heavy one, I guess. Rub some of that in, get my hands a bit wet under the tap, and go back. And so it does slip around really, really nicely and feels, like a cleanser. There's a little bit of like white kind of foaming, like soaping action on my face, but nothing really, really bubbly. And then grabbing a damp microfiber cloth just to wipe everything off. And that's it. A nice clean face, ready for the rest of my skincare routine. Thank you so much for your support this year, and I'll be back with new formulations in 2022. Bye.